Hey y'all, it's Paris and I'm back with another video. So today I just wanted to share with you guys that God is separating you. God is separating his people, okay? And it's going to happen suddenly. So I'm going to be coming from 2 Kings chapter 2, and I'm going to start at verse 11, and it says, as they were walking along and talking, suddenly a chariot of fire appeared, drawn by horses of fire. It drove between them, separating them, and Elijah was carried by a whirlwind into heaven. So when it says, as they were walking along and talking, you're going to be going about your daily life, right? And you're going to notice that, you're talking to these people, but suddenly you're not going to be able to reach these people anymore. Suddenly these people are going to disappear. They're going to disappear, and you're going to wonder, like, what happened to these people? And you're going to realize that this was ordained by God. Like, God is separating you. God is separating you from people. He's separating you from situations. He's separating you so that you can get to where he needs you to be, okay? Because God has an assignment for you. God has a calling for you. And so God is basically letting you know, like, these people that were in your life, their time is up. Their time is up. Now God wants you to do something by yourself, okay? Now God feels that you are ready to do whatever he has called you to do, okay? Maybe you have been waiting for a long time, okay? Maybe you have been waiting for a long time for God to release you. But God is separating you, okay? He is causing things to happen. He's causing things to happen so that you can be released, so that you can go, so that you can do the will of God. All right. And so it says, as they were walking along and talking, suddenly a chariot of fire appeared, drawn by horses of fire. It drove between them, separating them. So it's going to happen by force. Okay, it's going to happen by force, and you're not going to see it coming. We already know it's going to happen suddenly, but it's going to happen by force. All right, you're going to know that God did this. You're going to know that God did this. And when I tell you, I can testify to this. I can testify to this because God, I can see God working. Like, I know something is about to happen because something just happened suddenly, okay? Especially at my job. Something just happened suddenly, but it opened a door for me. And so that's how I know, like, God is getting ready to do something because he's separating me from people. He's separating me from people. And in order for me to do my next calling or my next assignment, like, God has to separate me, okay? Maybe, these people that have been around you, like, maybe they were training you spiritually, physically, whatever. Now their time is up. Now God is calling you to step up to the plate, okay? God is also replacing some people. Maybe these people who were in these positions or whatever, like, they've done all that they can do, okay? Maybe they weren't operating in the right way. Well, God is causing you to walk into that position now. Okay, so God is separating you. He's separating you from people. He's separating you from that situation. I don't know how long you've been in there, but God is causing you to separate, and it's going to happen by force. It's going to happen by force, and you're going to know that it was God himself who set this up. You're going to know for a fact it was him. And so if we skip to verse 23, it says, Elisha left Jericho and went up to Bethel. As he was walking along the road, a group of boys from the town began mocking and making fun of him. "Go away, you bald head," they chanted. "Go away." Elisha turned around and looked at them, and he cursed them in the name of the Lord. Then 2 bears came out of the woods and mauled 42 of them. From there, Elisha went to Mount Carmel and finally returned to Samaria. So just know that on your way to getting to where you need to be, there's going to be people who are going to mock you. They're going to mock your relationship with God. They're going to talk about you. They're going to gossip. They're going to try to prophesy into your life. They're going to do all these things because they realize that you have a calling, okay? Some of these people envy you. Some of these people are secretly jealous of you. Some of these people are close to you, okay? But God sees them. God sees them, and he's not going to allow them to get away with it. He's not going to allow them to get away with it, because as you can see with the group of boys, they were basically eaten by two bears, okay? They were basically eaten by two bears. And so what God is saying is that these people who are mocking you, who are taunting you, who are doing things behind your back, who are trying to, do witchcraft or whatever, they're not going to get away with anything, okay? They think that they are. They think that they're mistreating you. They think that they're doing things behind your back. But God is not going to allow them to get away with it, okay? Especially if you are a man or woman of God. Like, God cares about his people. He cares about his people, okay? He hates when people mistreat his people, okay? He hates it. So with that being said, God is going to take care of those people. Don't worry about what people are doing to you or against you. Don't worry about what people are doing in secret. God is going to handle those people. And to let you know, or to give you a little insight, these people are already suffering. These people are already suffering. I guarantee you, they're already suffering. But God is going to allow them to suffer some more, because they can't touch you. They're not supposed to touch you, okay? All right? So don't even worry about these people that are taunting you or mocking your relationship with God or whatever. But just know that God is separating you, okay? And it's going to happen subtly. It's going to happen by force. And like I said, you're going to be going on about your daily life, You're going to be talking to people, and then suddenly you're going to realize that person that you were close to at work, they quit. They gone. God took them. Or maybe, God is calling you to move out, okay? Maybe you're living with someone. God is going to call you to move out suddenly. Or, it's just, the thing is, God is separating you from situations, from people, okay? And it's going to happen by force. Like, you have to go. There's no choice. You have to go. And it's either you have to go or they have to go. One or the other, or both of y'all have to go. One or the other. But God wants you to walk into your assignment. And in order for that to happen, someone has to leave. Someone has to go. Okay? And only you know if it's you or the other person, but God is going to make it happen by force. All right? You'll know if he's telling you to leave. And you'll find out if the other person has already left. Okay? So with that being said, I hope that this has encouraged you. Know that God is replacing people. He's replacing people's position, whether it's physically or spiritually. Like, God's people are really walking into different mantles, different positions. Like, God is doing something new in this season. He is definitely doing something new, and you just have to pay attention and listen out for his voice, okay? Spend time with God, all right? And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.